Hey you guys, my name is Dr. Film, and no, I'm not qualified to be a doctor. Before we begin, you should know that this review will contain no spoilers. And you should also know that the film I'm reviewing is rated R, so viewer discretion is advised. And please subscribe to my channel for reviews and more. And you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Film Ronces for updates on my channel. And so, without further ado, alright, let's go.
The characters.
Now before we get to our main star, let's first talk about some of the main characters. As you may have expected, Nicolas Hoult plays a servant of a monster who is suffering from emotional abuse and manipulation. Honestly, I think he did a great job playing this character. You would feel sorry for this guy, and you would hope that by the end of this film, he would find the courage to stand up to his master and gain his freedom back. As for Rebecca Quincy, played by Awkwafina, honestly you guys, I just couldn't find myself liking this character. Now I get what they were going for in this movie, but to me, her character just comes off as obnoxious and loud. I'm not even kidding, throughout the whole movie, she's always yelling, "I'm the good cop here! You're corrupt! I hate you! You should be behind bars! Shut up!" I'm sorry, but I just didn't like the way how they wrote this character. And I think they should have given Awkwafina some better direction.
Exactly!
And now, let's get on with our main star of this film. The one and only Nicolas Cage, playing as Count Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
Guys, he was the main highlight of this whole movie. He's the only reason I came into theaters to watch this movie. And to my little surprise, he was phenomenal in this movie. He was funny, he was captivating, and he did well giving us his unique take on the character. Instead of giving us the old typical evil Dracula that we've seen in countless other movies and shows. Except for Dracula Untold. In that movie he was a good guy. I don't know why, but he is. But, as much as I love Nicolas Cage's performance in this movie, I felt like the filmmakers didn't give him enough screen time in this movie. I mean, yeah, he is in the movie, but we mainly focus on Renfield and Rebecca Quincy. I don't know, I just think they should have given us a little more screen time of Nicolas Cage as Dracula. Not these two or the crime families, who cares about that? We all wanted to see more Nicolas Cage as Dracula. Am I right?
Right.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Feels good.
Horror and comedy.
Despite the promotion and marketing that this film is a horror comedy, honestly there's barely any horror in this film. But the rest of the film does explore the action, which I thought was intense and awesome to watch. Although some of the action sequences doesn't really hold up well due to the choppy editing. I don't know what they were thinking, but the editing in this film was so bizarre and jarring to look at that it makes you wonder who was behind the chair in the editing room. It was me! The humor in this film can be a hit or miss, depending on what you're in for. There were some jokes that were good, but some were a miss. Especially this one joke at the end of the movie, which was pretty disturbing and not my taste. I can't tell you what it is, but it was... ugh.
The story.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the story was predictable, it was generic, and the way they set up the whole world of Renfield was so ridiculous and so over the top. Yes, I know we're not supposed to take this movie seriously, but the world they set up for our characters was just way over the line. It was just too much to follow what was going on.
It's crazy!
To sum up, this story felt like it was written by teenagers in high school.
Boom. Roasted.
Overall, my friends, this film was just not it for me. I'm sure some people might enjoy this, but for me, The only thing I liked about this movie was Nicolas Cage as Dracula, including Nicholas Hoult as Renfield. Other than that, the film was And honestly, I don't see myself watching it again anytime soon. With all that said, I give Renfield a 6.5 out of 10. Well guys, that's it on my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And please follow me on TikTok at DocRonces for funny videos and more. And as always, I will see you guys at our next appointment. Now, if you don't mind, who's up for some dinner?